The Rapid Response Strike Force charged with breaking the unemployment claims backlog has been on the job at DETR for 2 months.
In her continuing push to get pandemic unemployment assistance claimants paid, 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears is asking what the task force has accomplished and why so many are still waiting for their money.
And so this all just snaps together, and then you have your carrier.
Used to be when Michelle Lau's phone rang, it was a customer placing an order for one of her creations. Her company, Miso Pup, provides a posh approach to traveling with your pooch.
And right now, no one's traveling. No one's, really spoiling their dogs and purchasing products.
When the phone rings now,
so it's usually a bill collector.
Someone she simply got no answers for because she's still waiting for answers on her pandemic unemployment assistance claim.
And I applied way back and got approved, deemed eligible, May 22nd.
Her eligibility was backdated to February 16th, but no money came, and her benefit amount has flip-flopped from $365 per week to the bare minimum of $181 without explanation.
Which I decided not to appeal because I feel like that might hold up my payment even more.
Finally, in August, payment dates began appearing in her account, but no money came with them.
I have transaction numbers, and it shows on my portal that I have been paid and that there's a payment number, yet there's no money.
What did your bank tell you when you tried to trace those direct deposits?
They don't show any incoming, any rejected, declined, pending, nothing.
DETR's answer to that was to switch her from direct deposit to a debit card in September.
And since I switched over, I have received 4 weeks, including this week, but the back payment, the lump sum, is missing.
That lump sum is nearly $15,000.
That's what unemployment is there for. It's actually there to kind of help you through. It's not for you to live on and depend on, but during the past few months, that's really the only option that a lot of us have had. And now, we sit here and we wait.
She says navigating the PUA system is like running through a maze.
They're trying to make us run and, find the money. They call them glitches, I call it incompetence. I just don't understand how a state can actually run like this.
The state has been trying to run DETR more effectively and efficiently with the Rapid Response Strike Force. Headed by former Assembly Speaker Barbara Buckley and in place since August 1st, the task force is supposed to be prioritizing first filers like Michelle Lau.
Why haven't things been processed in the order that the claims were filed? Have you been able to figure out why things got so messed up?
Yeah, I certainly myself didn't take the time to find out. Rather, they're the priority as we look at the backlog. First in, first out.
Buckley can only work to clean up the mess, but said if she were calling the shots.
During a pandemic, we would just send everybody a check.
DETR Director ELISA CAFFERATA says the backlog of about 80,000 claims is down to about 66,000 since the task force started at the beginning of August.
But you know what? Work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until the backlog is cleared. We're not resting. The bill collectors calling us aren't resting. They need to do something.
200 newly retrained welfare workers have just started working evenings and overtime on Saturdays, but DETR says it's still facing the continuing roadblock plaguing the PUA program, rampant fraud. It's gotten so bad in California that the state put a temporary hold on processing new claims. CAFFERATA says legitimate PUA claims in Nevada are needles in a haystack of fraud.
In one case currently under criminal investigation, 1,600 claimants filed for PUA benefits from one abandoned house.
So the workers are trying to get to the people that need it, right? And they're going through 1,600 fraudulent applications in a row.
In DETR's new partnership with the identity check company ID.me, 75% of the 12,000 claims checked so far have turned out to be invalid.
Those fraudulent cases are slowing everything down.
But the design of DETR's system is also bogging things down, even the simple task of tallying the total number of outstanding claims.
We have between 6,000 and 20,000 valid PUA claims, we believe.
That is a huge, huge in between 6 to 20. How is that disparity explained?
Well, I think we've talked about this, that our systems are designed to track issues that need to be resolved. So if you have 5 issues on your claim, you are in our system 5 times, and then we have to sort of deduplicate you.
And that's part of the reason the promised dashboard has yet to debut. The date remains elusive, but when it's finally up, it will let the public track how many claims have been paid and how many remain in the backlog. All the while, we're sliding ever closer to PUA's expiration date. Per federal rules, the program and its funding end on December 26th.
Buckley hopes that there will be no Nevadans left waiting for PUA by the end of the year. The state has just taken over the call center, which is now staffed with well-trained workers that have the ability and authority to correct claims. Although the federal government did not provide for a PUA extension beyond the end of the year, Congress has the power to change that. Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.
Now, just days after Darcy asked DETR about Michelle's claim, she got her money back, all the back pay she was owed, which totaled nearly $15,000.
Lau said, sadly, though, the entire amount has already been used to pay past due bills.